welcome back to another video where today I've got something different. Different to me, different new stuff. Instead of products, it's wheels. I got myself a new to me set of wheels. They are a pre-owned set of wheels. Let me take you in here and you'll see what I've got. So they are exactly the same size wheel and tire as what used to be on the old diesel banger here. People have been complaining that I am still running my winter wheels, my winter steel wheels, my winter tires. That's because I couldn't afford new tires for the alloys which are sat around the back of the house. So instead I got these. If you guys can comment in the comment section down below what you think, which car these wheels are from. They are quite obviously Ford, as you can see there, but which Ford? Because there was one specific car, typical, wouldn't you know it? There's a helicopter up there somewhere. I don't know if I can see it. Typical noise. So there you go. If you can comment which car you think these are from, that's great. Now, what I'm going to do today is clean them up as best I can. You can see they are not in the best of condition. They are chipped and scuffed. They are marked. There is curbing on all of them. None of them are perfect. Like I said, they are used wheels. They are not new in any sense. I will get them refurbished once I can afford it, but at the moment I am skint, so I cannot afford to refurb these wheels right now. That'll be something that will be coming in the future, so I'll save up a bit of money for that. In the meantime, I am just trying in this heat. I'm actually going to be working over here in the shade where the garage door is. I'm going to be working down here. I've got my mat set up. That's going to be to look after the wheel, make sure that I don't add any more damage to it. That's where I'm going to be cleaning it up, and then obviously I've got the drainage there so everything can go away. So that's going to be the plan today, is to try and clean them up the best I can, get them looking as nice as possible, as clean as possible, get the tires cleaned and dressed, and maybe think about adding some protection to the barrels of the wheels, because the barrels are what's going to be the area you don't see the most, but I'd rather not have too much grime built up there, so I'm going to maybe add some sort of sealant or something there, some sort of protective product into the barrels, so that I'll still be able to show you clean wheels when I'm cleaning them up. You know, the spokes and the sections between the spokes will still be dirty, but if I can try and protect those barrels a bit, that's the plan. So let's crack on, and I'll also show you which products I'm using along the way. So with the start of every process, the rinse is the first thing. Here I'm not really aiming to do too much, just rinse off as much loose dirt as possible, anything that may have been acquired as it's been sitting in storage. You'll notice here though that the wheel face and the tire, they're both really hydrophobic. They're really just sheeting off water, beading off water. So there's obviously something on there I need to get rid of. So I'm hitting it first with a citrus pre-wash. This happens to be Bouncer's Psy-Wash in my pump sprayer there, and that's to give everything a pre-soak. And then this product is Sam's Detailing Wheel and Tire Cleaner. The reason I've gone for this one is because of the foaming trigger. It has a little gate at the front that creates a foam, and I wanted that foam to sit on the dressing on the tire for as long as possible. Obviously, if you have a liquid product, a runny product, then it's going to run off and maybe not hang around quite as long. So here I am rubbing that, working it into the tire, scrubbing it with the SGCB tire scrubbing brush. And you can see the tire there now. It's not hydrophobic any longer. And then to get the wheel face, the spokes and so on, I'm actually using one of my favorite products right now. This is the Garage Therapy Wheel Mitt. This, in conjunction with Garage Therapy's wheel shampoo, which is in that bucket just off to the right, is a fantastic combination. It's almost a game changer here, because the mitt itself is slightly absorbent, so it picks up more wheel shampoo and therefore more wheel cleaning chemicals and products with it, rather than just spraying something on and working it over with a brush. You can also get really good contact with all of the surfaces, better than a brush, that brush wasn't deep enough to go into the wheel holes here, so I had to go for a longer bristled one here. But that's a great idea though. A wheel mitt makes a big difference compared to just brushes, as I've been used to over the years. So that's the face done. It's time to flip it over and have a look on the inside. And that's why I've put that mat down there, so I can drop the wheel down and not add any more damage. Now you can see the inner shoulder of this tire. This is also hydrophobic, but I am not going to do anything about that. I'm not going to scrub that because nobody's going to see it. Honestly, do you dress the inside of your tires? I'd be very surprised if you did. Maybe serious detailers will, but a guy like me, no, not really. So I'm just going with the wheel and tire cleaner into the barrel and into the rear of the spokes. And I'm using a combination of different brushes. That was a Vican brush you saw before there, the wheel face brush. This is that chemically resistant, stiffer bristled brush here, and this is just to kind of attack as much as possible. Went for a bit stiffer again. This is an Atlasta stiff bristled brush. And everything will get a rinse down again. The drawback with the sort of cupped rears of the spokes there is that they are just captures for water. They'll just allow puddles to form in there, so have to tip it up every now and then. Spraying a liberal spraying here of tar remover. You'll get to see here, this is what it looks like. It's not really bad, to be perfectly honest. There's not a huge amount of tar in here. A lot less than I expected. You can see lots of those remnants of wheel balancing weights, which is really annoying. They'll be removed when it comes to the full refurbishment though. But you can see there's not a huge amount of tar running down there. You can see those streaks. That's the tar being dissolved. So give everything a quick rub down there with the Vican wheel brush again. And the stiff bristled Atlasta brush. A bit more tar remover just in case there's any bits that don't seem to want to move. I'm just giving them a bit of a gentle persuasion with this brush. Like I said, I'm not going for perfection here. And I decided against actually sealing the inside of the wheels. I think I'll leave that for a future video. Maybe some coating, some ceramic coating in there. But I'll possibly leave that until the wheels have been fully refurbished. This is Garage Therapy Zero Iron Oxide. This is the iron fallout remover stage. Again, another liberal dose of this stuff. And there it is, there's the reaction with the iron fallout. This is a slow product, it doesn't appear very, very quickly. You have to give it a bit of time. But it's a very, very potent product. It's almost a gel-like product, which allows it to stay there for longer. And you can see there's definitely more iron fallout than there was tar, but that's expected because, of course, brakes are made of metal, and that's where your iron fallout is going to come from. So again, the Atlasta brush. This one is the finer bristle, the less stiff version of the two Atlasta brushes that I have. And all the iron fallout is getting a gentle agitation here. Just to make sure I remove as much of it as possible. And working it just anywhere I can, really. Obviously, these parts of exposed bare metal at the back are going to react more strong, so that is to be expected. And back over to the front side, because here I need to treat with the tar remover and iron fallout remover, but I will say this much, I've sped this up because I was waiting around for a reaction and I didn't get any reaction from either product. So there were no tar spots on the front and there was no iron fallout reaction there either. So I've just skipped a lot of this through because it was an unnecessary step, which is nice. But everything gets a wash over again very quickly with the wheel shampoo just to make sure any of those chemicals left will not be lingering on the surface there. So just a quick wash down on this face, and away goes the tire. Here I am using what has been referred to as a cake mixer. If you want to see this kit in action, this is a kit I received from Vivor, which has this impact gun and also an electric hydraulic jack to go with it. So this wheel will be jacked up here. I'm just making sure that the wheel nuts can be loosened off, and then give them a quick twist. Not too loose. There goes the jack, lifting the car up. So little effort on my part, it's great. I love this thing. Generally speaking, if I'm just swapping over the wheel or just swapping a tire, I may not use the axle stand there, but in this case I wanted to because the car was going to be up in the air for a little bit longer than I originally planned. You'll see why in just a moment. So off comes the steel wheel, on goes the alloy. You can see I'm connecting up the cake mixer again there to nip up these wheel nuts. And then once that's done, I want to dress the tires. So I'm using two of my absolute favorite products. This is Garage Therapy Tire Serum along with the Carscope Tire Dressing Applicator Brush. And here's the nice thing about this, I don't have to go all the way around the tire because I can spin the tire around. This makes a big difference. It means I can get a really good even coverage all the way around the tire. I don't have to move the car or worry about any part of the tire not having a good amount of the tire serum on there. And it makes them look fantastic. This is definitely one of my favorite tire treatment products. And away goes the jack. Nice and simple. And it's amazing the difference a nice set of wheels can make to your car, and I really do think these wheels suit the car. They are Ford wheels. I look forward to your comments down below about what wheels they are. If you enjoyed this video, thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, tell your friends. I'll catch you guys in the next video.